Hello sisters, and welcome to Sister Sunday. Today we're going to talk about tools to have around the house that really helps with weight loss. So a few items that I have, of course, the number one thing being a scale, a weight scale, so you can step on it, kind of get an idea of how much you weigh in the beginning of a program. However, weight is not necessarily like the ultimate goal, because especially when you're doing a program that includes like resistance training, you're probably going to put on muscle which weighs more than fat. So we can't always like depend on the scale for like weight loss victories. So the other thing that I have along here is a measuring tape. So having one of these around the house is really great. You can, especially like your waist or right under your breast, your waist, your thighs, and your arms are a good indicator of kind of like your progress in weight loss. So we track that weekly, so you can kind of look back and see, if you have changed, like physically. And that's a good indicator, right? When we start to lose weight, we start to fit better in our clothes and everything. So that's really important to have. The other tool that I really have always used, and there's so many different kinds of this tool, and that is just a smartwatch. So I have the Garmin. This is a 735. It's a multi-sport watch. So with this, I used to use it for triathlon, so I could swim, bike, run, and do strength training, and it tracks your calories. But the nice thing with smartwatches is it also tracks your steps. So if you're going for, more walks and stuff like that, and your goal is kind of a stepping goal, like getting 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day, having a smartwatch is a really important tool for weight loss. So the last tool I really want to talk about today is a food scale. This thing is awesome. I have this one. I got it cheap off of Amazon. You can get these, at the grocery store even. They're really great, but they're so good for tracking your food, because that's, in order for a weight loss program, you have to track your food in MyFitnessPal. So, or another tracking app, whatever you use, but I use MyFitnessPal with my clients. So it's really, really important to have a scale, a food scale, so you can really see like exactly how much, especially fats. I mean, you'd be surprised getting just like a cereal box of like granola, how many calories is in that. It's a really high calorie food, so we want to measure that out. We can't just kind of like base it on eyes and stuff like that, especially when you're trying to be very precise. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you my food scale, and I'm going to put a little potato salad in it. So I'm going to show you how to use one of these, because sometimes people don't know how to use them, but they're really, really easy, and they are just an excellent tool for weight loss. So let me camera on here. Okay, so I have it set on 0. Now I'm going to put my little tray ramekin here. So it's going to go ahead and go up. So in order to clear that out, I'm going to press the on button. Some of them have tar, so we'll just go ahead and press that. And it's set on grams, but I'm going to change it to fluid ounces here. And I'm going to get some potato salad. So normally you would have like a cup or something like that to measure it out in, but I'm just going to use fluid ounces, and I want like 2 fluid ounces basically. So we're just going to measure that on here. So you kind of get the idea here. Ooh, that's a little too much. So you can always like take off some if you need. And, if you're being real precise, you go ahead and take off just enough to make that around 2. Now, if you want to add something to this, let's say you're adding some kind of fat or something like that to whatever it is, like if it's cereal, that kind of thing. What I like to do then, you can press the on button again, and that sets it to 0, and then you can add that. So like, for example, in the mornings when you're having cereal, I like to add like peanut butter or nut butter. So having it weighed out and then putting the nut butter on there and weighing it out is just so much easier. And then you know exactly how much you're gonna have, and you can log it in MyFitnessPal, and then you're good to go. All right, I hope that video was helpful for you. If you have any questions or Any other topics you want me to talk about, comment in the section below, and I'll see you next weekend. Bye.